MacVoices is supported by Text Expander by Smile. Find out just how powerful a few keystrokes can be at textexpander.com. MacVoices is in Las Vegas for CES and Pepcom. I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, we're in the StreamGear booth talking to Gerard about a little device that will improve your video projects, might even improve my video projects. Gerard, it's good to see you.
Hey, good to see you. Good to talk to you.
So tell me about this little thing.
I'm pretty excited about it. So the Vidimo solution comes in two parts. It's the hardware, which is the Vidimo Go, and obviously you can see it sits between the camera and the cell phone, and it also acts as a touchscreen for the cell phone. Now, the second part is the actual app. So the application gives you basically a full-featured video switch in your hands. It allows you to mix between the HDMI source and also the camera's, the cell phone's camera. And then in the Vidimo app, you have 6 user configurable scenes that you can switch between and set up your run of show the way that you want to set it up. So I'm just switching through these, which was a fictional webcast that we were setting up. So scene 1 has a landing. So I want to go live. It's got a looping video that can leave that up when I'm ready to go on camera. Then I can switch to either scene 2 or scene 3, which is a live source. And then I can also switch to scene 4, which is a video clip. Now I can do some pre-recorded video clips, cue those up as scenes, and then after the scene is done, I can set an end action. So now that's going to go back to scene 2 or scene 5 in this case, and which could be another clip or it could be a live camera, and then I can continue being live on camera. Obviously, with the ability to switch, I could set up an interview application where it could be just this here with you alone, and now you can switch between me and you on being on camera at the same time. Each scene has its own audio mixer. So there's an audio mixer for each scene, so you can set up what audio sources are relevant for that scene. And also what broadcast is complete without lower thirds. So you can set up your lower thirds in advance. You can use pre-built templates that we provide, or you can start with a blank and add your own graphics and add your own text on top of that. So once I go live, I'll go in live mode. Then there's a list. So once you select from the list, actually, I'll go to a scene where it makes more sense. So, oops, go here. And I have my lower third at the bottom. And also, there's a telestrator function when you're in live. So I can select a white pen and I can draw on the screen and, you know, point out something that's important.
So this is pretty impressive. So let me understand here. First of all, we've got HDMI video coming out of the camera, going into the iPhone.
Yep.
Got that. Okay. And then your app is what is doing the switching.
Correct. It's doing the switching and encoding. So this is encoding it for live streaming primarily, and also recording. And you can do one or the other or both simultaneously. From a streaming output perspective, we support 3 major platforms now, more to come. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And then, of course, RTMP, which takes you to anywhere you want to go.
Something that's always of interest to me, this is designed to be live, but I can record this and then do the editing later if I wish.
Yeah. So the highest profile that we allow is 8 megabits per second, which for 1080, it's fairly good. And so that'll get you in the ballpark. As bandwidths increase and cell phone powers increase, we're going to up that limit. But, you know, for a V1 product, this is where we're going to start at, and we're going to, you know, go from there.
Now,
we also have a very long roadmap. So this is just the starting point.
So is this on the market yet?
not on the market yet. It's going to be available, we're hoping, in March. You know, that's where our target date, and we've been really crushing our timeline. So I think that it's going to be a safe bet to be in March.
And that includes the app. So the app is not available right now?
Right. The app's not available. It will be available at some point in the near term in the App Store, and it'll be a watermark, so you can start playing with the app. It'll have the watermark. When you plug in the Vidimo hardware, the watermark will go away. We are considering standalone licensing models, and if we get feedback from the users who want them, we'll probably roll them out quicker.
That's very nice.
As well as we're looking at a whole ecosystem of in-app purchases, pre-built show templates so that you have graphics that's cohesive. So if you're not a Photoshop wizard, you can buy a pre-built template. And then also we want to try to get our own app store that we can, or not app store, but template store where we can have other contributors be able to add those in there and be able to start a community based around Vidimo.
And I think it's important to note that we have several different kinds here. This just happens to be running a smartphone and a camera, but you have something here with a camcorder and a phone.
Yeah, so it's all revolves around the phone and some HDMI source. So this is a more professional configuration where you have a slide mount, and so no matter where your hot shoe is, you can position Vidimo to where it's going to be in good fingers reach, as well as balance of your rig, because I know some of the videographers out there get crazy with all kinds of contraptions around it, so we want to be flexible and be able to accommodate it. The other use case that I didn't kind of get into is there's also, this is a prototype, but we also have the ability for a 2-button remote control. This is a wired remote control. We're also looking at possibility, it's looking fairly good at this point, of a Bluetooth version of this. So the wired version plugs into the side of Vidimo, and then you can eke out 6 functions between single press, double press, and long press, and then you can assign within the app what you want those buttons to do, whether it's going to be go forward a scene, go back a scene, start record, stop record, start streaming, stop streaming. All of those can be assigned to an action on the button.
Brilliant. Now, anybody that's watching this, the sharper-eyed ones are going to note that these are not iPhones right now. There will be an iPhone or version, or
I actually do have an iPhone that's running. If I can. That's this one here. So here's an iPhone 11. The app's functional, but we still got a little bit to do on it. So you can see it's still fairly close.
So, but the same idea. So it will be available for iOS and, like we said, any other kind of camera that you might have.
Yeah.
The website where folks can go to learn more and watch about this.
Great. StreamGear.io.
Perfect. Okay. Gerard, thank you so much. Great product.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to playing with it.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Me neither. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at Pepcom and CES in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.